Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode 47, I think this one is, of my playthrough for Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. Just before we get into it, as usual, links down in the description below for my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to give me a follow there, that would be awesome. And yeah, let's have a quick recap then as to where we were at. I think we're at the start of a turn this time, but we've got down here in the south, we're at war with the Normans, who kind of occupy this this kind of like southwestern region of England. We also have war with Sussex now as well, and we're sending a couple of armies over to deal with them. We have, I think, an army over here that we were recruiting and replenishing, yeah. So these guys will also go help out with regards to fighting against Sussex from the kind of northern side. There is also the Anglo-Saxons lurking about here as well, but they are at war with Sussex. So it kind of goes in my favour to have all these guys fighting each other while we take them on as well. If we go over to the north of Wales here, in this settlement here, I think it's Gwyned's settlement, I believe. Let's have a look. I'm being stupid. Yep, Gwyned. So we're besieging this particular settlement here. We're just trying to wear them down a few more turns, because I think the garrison was fairly strong. We would probably be able to take it actually, but we'll see in a moment when we get to that bit. And then over in Ireland, we've got the Norse raiders who've managed to make their way down here, but we have now got 3 armies on the mainland of Ireland here, and we're going to hopefully kick them off, kick the Norse out and start moving north, taking back these settlements. And then we've got a little bit of a fight going on in the north. We've got one of our armies here kind of mopping up what the Norse are taking in Scotland, but also chasing this army here, so we'll see how that goes. They can be quite wily, quite hard to get hold of, these armies, when they start giving chase, but we'll do our best. I think that's about it really in terms of a recap. There's not much else to talk about really. My income's good, my food's good, we're doing alright. Got low public order. I think most of these places though, we have it because we don't own the full territory, or there's some reason why we struggle with public order. In fact, I think we started putting a building here in Mercia, or in North Mercia, to increase public order. So you know what, actually I'm gonna upgrade that. I don't think we need the money for anything else this turn, but it's because we've got a lot of these mines here. That's why the public order is so bad. We actually do own this entire province of North Mercia. There's probably others as well actually, yeah, like this one here, Middle Engle. We have all the settlements, but the public order is low, so we'll start putting buildings in as and when we get a chance. I don't think it's too crucial at this stage in the campaign. I think we're pretty much there. But yeah, let's keep these guys moving around. I think we're going to put these guys in Elig because we want to try and get right to the north and sort of sweep down. They are on their own though, and they're not a full 20 stack. I mean, that can change. We can probably recruit some more troops for them. But yeah, we want them to head down. We just need to be careful in terms of the settlements we decide to take and the armies we decide to fight against and so on. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Then we've got these 2 armies down here that are going to take on Sussex from the south, or I guess from the southwest of their territory. So I guess we should probably just start moving them in really. I mean, there's this army here, they're not fully replenished. Garrison here is probably not in good shape because I think they just took this settlement, so actually what I might do is besiege them here with this army to stop them replenishing. We'll get a ram, get some towers. Alright, so the army that's attacking there is not too badly wounded. The garrison though is basically non-existent. But yeah, they've got some fairly strong troops here of Sussex, Mill Thanes and the like. In fact, they've got quite a strong cavalry force, which isn't too beaten up actually either, so yeah, we'll be careful of that one. We will maintain this siege. And what might be the safest thing to do is actually just bring in my second army rather than... actually, you know what? No, let's take this settlement here first. The faster we can kind of weaken their economy, the better. And then we can always move them in next turn when we go to attack. Yeah, we'll occupy this one. Cool. Yeah, so we'll take this one this turn. They can kind of shield against any armies coming in from the north, although I don't think there are any. I have the feeling that Sussex kind of got beaten up by the Anglo-Saxons a little bit, and weren't able to really do much against them, and now have a lack of armies, which we know in Thrones of Britannia take a little while to kind of get back once you lose those armies, so I think they're suffering from that a little bit. We've got a general here, Guthfrid. This is not our King Guthfrid, this is the newer general. You know what, I'm going to give him a point into priest just to get this loyalty up, so it's less of an issue later. Cool, and then we've also got army down here, Dragon Slayers. So these guys are going up against the Norse now. I just need to be careful not to get overwhelmed by any of their forces. I don't know how many armies they have down here. So we'll take one at a time. Alright, apologies there guys. Someone just came to the door. I had to quickly pause the recording. So I think I was saying with this army here, the Dragon Slayers, yeah, we need to be a bit careful as to not get caught out by like more than one of their armies. I guess we can probably deal with one army at a time, but not more than that, or we'd struggle to anyway. So I think we're just going to kind of move slowly, taking these minor settlements and push our way across. The more we can hit their economy, as usual, the better. But yeah, let's just keep going. We do have a big walled settlement here as well. So with that one, depending on the garrison size, we might not be able to necessarily take it with just one army. I mean, maybe if we wait it out a little bit, maybe, and you know, force them to take some attrition. But we'll see. We'll see. Not too sure how that'll play out as of yet, but we'll find out. Yeah, there's some traits gained here as well. I think we saw this at the end of the last episode. Wulfric gaining Tippler, and Wilmir gaining Subjugates is not a bad one actually. Get plus Public Order. That's all good. And I think the last set of armies we've got. Actually, Sussex have. I didn't even see this. Sussex have a settlement over here. Actually, it's not too far away. Sorry, I was getting confused. I thought we were way up north, but we're not. That's fine. We can swing back an army to take that one at some point. Maybe even the army here that is besieging Gwynedd. We'll move them down, maybe. Yeah, I think we can auto-resolve this and probably win it. We've got the numbers and the equipment, so let's do that. We'll fight it defensively, so we don't lose as many troops. Awesome. So we did lose some, but it's not the end of the world. That's okay. We'll occupy it, so we'll get most of those troops back, I would imagine. Yeah, I think within a couple of turns we're going to be moving through friendly territory on our way back south anyway, so that's fine. We actually gained some skills there as well, so let's pop some points. Where should we put them? Quartermaster's not a bad one for an army like this. You move around a lot because it gets them around quicker. It's another 5% to campaign movement range. Actually, it also decreases upkeep for these units. I didn't realise it did that as you get to these high levels. All this time I've been playing and I had no idea. So that's actually quite a good one, getting minus to their upkeep. It does mean though that if this general were to die, I mean he's only 30 years old, so unless he dies in battle I don't think there's any danger of it, but if he did, it does kind of mean that the expenditure for this army would then, you know, vastly go up. Well, not vastly, but you know, go up a bit. But yeah, let's take that. I think get a bit more income, and they can move around quicker, which is always a bonus. And the last place we've got to check is over here in Ireland. So we've got one small settlement here. I think these guys can go ahead and take that. They can do that next turn. Doesn't have to be straight away. And then I think these two guys need to come and deal with this army here. So let's do that. They might not want to fight us straight away. Probably won't, actually. But at least we can sort of chase them down. And then we'll take this settlement when we can. Okay, so they want to fight. That's fine. We'll auto-resolve this one as well. That should be those Norsemen dealt with. Cool. Yeah, let's take replenishment. We did take a few losses there. Lost about 500 men. We want to try and keep these guys as replenished as possible. These guys are not going to take any further replenishment though because they're in enemy territory. That's fine. Next turn we'll take this settlement from them and that should fix that. The alternative is actually we send one army this way, one army this way to deal with these guys. But we'll see what they do in between turns. Cool. I was wrong actually. There is one last army that we need to deal with, which is these guys up in the north. We want to go take Toughness and then send them north from there. The issues with this is going to be, I don't know what kind of damage these guys can do. I guess it's all their own territory further north from here, so if they move further north it doesn't really matter. We're just going to continue to take their settlements from them. That's that then, I think. Let's check. We've got some damaged buildings over here in Wales. Don't think we're going to have the money to repair all of this stuff, so let's just get the main settlement done. Yeah, I think that's it. We can do the rest next turn if it even needs doing. Cool. Let's have a quick check on our armies. Yep, no one left to move, so let's end the turn there and see what our enemies do. Alright then, so we've got a faction destroyed, which was Guthfrid. I don't think we didn't take them out. When we took that settlement, they did have an army in Ireland who tried to attack another settlement. Let's have a look then. So, Halfdan and Tostig gaining some traits there. Cool. Right then, I guess we just carry on really. I'm kind of in two minds just to do, what to do, sorry, with the Fury of Tyr. Doesn't actually look like there it is. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do with them. Do I move them over to Ireland? Or do I bring them back to help out in the south of England? I'm not too sure. I feel like moving them over to Ireland is probably the smarter move, but I'm not too sure. So in between turns there, we did have Sussex coming over here and taking a settlement from us, just south of Winchester. Which is fine. We can certainly go and take those guys back. I think they came out of this settlement here, didn't realise they've got a port, which probably needed blockading, which I could have done, actually, but never mind. It is what it is. We can send these guys over to take them out, though, so we'll do that. Actually makes this place a lot less defended, so this army should be able to take this settlement this time. Okay, this is a bit more of an even fight, actually, so I might fight this one on the battlefield. They're in a settlement, so I'm guessing there's going to be choke points and stuff. They have cav. I have cav as well, but theirs I think are a little bit stronger than ours, so I think I'm going to fight this one on the battlefield, so I will see you there, guys. Alright then, so we're on the attack here. Let's probably... yeah, we should probably wait for dry weather. There we go. Start deployment. I'm just going to probably pop these guys into my usual formation. These guys can actually go a bit further ahead, but there's no point in doing that, I don't think, unless I hide them in trees, which doesn't really benefit me this time. So, yeah, I'll get these guys set up and be back with you in a second. Alright then, guys, so what I've done... actually, I'm going to move these guys quickly before I go through this, but what I've done is I've put just one unit of spears on the flanks there, with my swords in the middle. I do have one kind of less replenished unit, but we'll have to just make do with that. We've got a few units in the back line to fill in the centre or flank around, whichever is needed. I've then put all my cav on the right hand flank to protect against any cavalry that come this way, and then I've put my extra 2 units of spearmen on the left hand flank to cover any cavalry coming this way. General in the middle, as always, archers just behind the front line, and so on. And I'll move these guys up all together, and I'll see you again once the action commences. Alright then, guys, so they have started shooting at us, so I'm actually going to start shooting right back. As well as that, we'll keep the infantry all moving up. Block these guys into formation. Get my general up. Get these second line of infantry moving up as well as quickly as possible. We've got spearmen on this side, that's fine. They're cav actually charging into me and I didn't see it. That's not good. Looks like they're trying to charge into, or charge around my spearmen, but I'm going to do my best to micro and not let them do that. Let's get these guys into shield wall. Archers can shoot at their skirmishers, please. Okay, they've actually decided to charge right into me, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Send these guys back around, and let's move these guys around to flank as well. We've actually been caught by some cav here, but we did manage to kill them, which is good. And yeah, let's get these guys up into the trees here. Get these cavalry units back this way. I think those are skirmishers because they keep running away. Let's just let them. Get these guys moving up as well. Have we managed to deal with their cav on this side? Just about. Actually, let's get these guys to cover here because it looks like the cav are running in for another charge. And let's have my skirmishers shoot at theirs as usual. Yep, those guys have run. These guys, get them round. In fact, not them. You guys stay put. Although there's quite a lot of guys there actually, so we do need to be careful. They might break us on this left-hand side. Let's get a rally in there. Let's put these guys into shield wall. Get these guys charging in. These guys coming around. Can charge in through the trees. Once we've dealt with their cav here, we'll swing them round to deal with Some of these units at the back. Yep, we've lost on that left-hand flank. That's not good. My general is now pretty exposed. Let's get shooting at these guys, actually. And we've got all this infantry here who we can pull in as well. Yep, I think that should be alright. They've taken the bait and gone for those troops there, which is good for us. Cavalry. Although there's some of their horsemen right here. Trying to charge in through the trees, which is not good. Or not good for me, at least. Yep, keep these guys shooting into the backs of them. I think that will do quite a lot of damage there. And yeah, we think we've routed that unit there as well again, so that's fine. Looks like they're all running, or they were. Again, get the cav set up and we'll charge straight into the backs of them. And now with my skirmishers, actually they've got some cav here. We managed to come back, but because there's not very many of them, I would imagine we'll be alright. There we go, get them charging in. Yeah, if these guys keep shooting at these cavalry, I think they should take them out. We'll charge straight into these guys, all good. Let's actually get my cav cycle charging, just so we don't, you know, they want to make use of that charge bonus that they've got. Let's fly back here. Take care of these skirmishers. Looks like their guys are kind of running now. I think we're alright. Not broken as of yet, but there will be pretty soon, I would imagine. Same with these skirmishers here. It's just this blob of troops here now, really. Can do another rally shortly. We don't really want to shoot into this blob because we'll end up killing a lot of our own men, I would imagine. So let's get my cav back in. Awesome. I think that's it. I think we've done it. There we go. They're gone. Awesome. Nice little victory there. I think we did alright. We didn't lose too many men, I don't think. Yeah, looks like we did alright. Cool. I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. Nice, that's that army of Sussex dealt with. And I think we should take that settlement back as well with that. Yeah, nice. So we'll occupy it. That should, again, give us a fairly decent amount of replenishment. Yep. These guys are almost fully replenished. They will be within a few turns. I think we should be able to now take this settlement as well. Yeah, definitely. So we'll auto-resolve that one. Very nice. Didn't really lose any men. Take the settlement. Took a few losses, but nothing terrible. And yeah, I think we should be able to start steamrolling a little bit in the south here. What I'm thinking is take the south and then move up. So that we meet in the middle with our other army that's up here, who I think I'm going to leave here for replenishment for now. Maybe I'll move them down to this settlement here, although from here actually they can reach this one of the Anglo-Saxons, and I don't see any Anglo-Saxon armies about, but I know they do have one somewhere. Actually, you know what, maybe it might be worth getting a little foothold here rather than going all the way up north. I'm in two minds actually. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I want to make sure they get the replenishment that they need, which obviously they won't get if they're over here. But there are no armies around here as well, so I could probably move them here quite safely, knowing that next turn I can attack this and then start replenishing again. So actually, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I am gonna do that, I think. Cool. Yeah, I don't see any other enemies around, so they should be fine. Right. We did kind of skip all these alerts here, so let's go through these. We've got technology available to us now. We've actually moved up on the Haking track, so we could probably do with moving them back. I think if we take this, yep, we get +1 towards English. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can do that. And that's most of the civic tree actually researched. We've only got one more chance after that to knock the Haking down towards the English via research, and that's going down the military support track. I'm not actually too sure. I didn't ever really look at this, but I think what put me off was the -1 to public order as we get a bit higher up. Anyway, something for us to consider. We've also got some military things we can do as well. We've probably got the money now actually to start taking these final ones, final technologies on these military tracks here that we kind of avoided because we didn't want the income to go up with regards to the Haking moving towards the army and so on. Anyway, decision for later on. Don't have to worry about that for now. Damaged buildings, yeah, so we still have damaged buildings around here. That's fine, we can probably afford to get all these repaired now. And in the settlement that we just took, I don't think we'll have money to replenish, to fix those just yet. Low loyalty from Hereward. Let's have a look. Where is he? It's Governor Hereward. Loyalty 2. So yeah, we definitely need to deal with that. Let's give him some estates. Seems to be a quick and easy fix for low loyalty. Where is it? There he is. Yeah, let's give him some of these southern... Actually, before we do that, let's have a quick look at what benefit we get. I mean, we've got plenty of food, so we can afford to lose the food from Guthfrid holding these. And we get a bit of extra income, so let's do it. Let's give him maybe 3 of these agricultural estates. So we get a bit more income from him. And loyalty goes up as well, which is perfect. Cool. Skills available. It's got Governor Sigfrith. Let's put points into Scribe for him. And Ingram. He's a General of the Bringers of Ragnarok. Let's put points into Quartermaster for him just to help out our upkeep, as we discovered last time. Cool. Alright, that's all sorted. Now, let's get everyone else moved. We want to probably come and take this settlement next with the Dragon Slayers before we move on to the walled settlement here. Cool. Another one in the bag. So I think next we take this one here, and then maybe this Bridport, and then down to this walled settlement here, and then that kind of ties up this area before we continue to move over to the west there. Who else do we have to move? I think these guys have all moved. Yep. We've moved in the north as well. Well, I say the north. This northern army that are fighting Sussex. And finally, let's get these guys moving. Now, yeah, this is kind of decision time. I think I've got enough armies to deal with what's going on in the south with these guys, so I'm going to actually move them, the Fury of Tyr, over to Ireland to prepare for taking some of these settlements down here. I might even be able to start the war sooner rather than later, but we'll see. These guys might take a little bit of attrition as they cross, but it's fine. We can get them into Difflin to replenish. We'll leave them to do that. Yeah, in between turns there we did lose this settlement as well, so we shall, I think, go and take that one back straight away. And with the Blood Eagles then we'll take... Whoa, don't do that. I don't know why that happened. That's really frustrating. Well, they're on the water now, so we might as well just take it that way. Next turn. Okay, cool. And then over in the north, in the far, far north, we will take Toughness back. And then next turn, actually I didn't even see where this army went. I'm guessing they've headed north further. Yep, there they are. Alright, cool. So from here then we'll move up to Lathan and then see where we can go from there. I don't think Lathan's got a port. It does not, so we might have to move via land. We'll see what's quicker, I guess. But probably getting out onto the ocean and landing either here or here where we can. I think we can anyway, wherever we've got beaches and stuff, I'm sure we can land. And then we'll move the rest of the way on foot. But yeah, I think that's all the armies we've got for this turn. So let's end the turn there, and again, keep an eye on what the enemy does. Alright, so we've got decisions to make regarding the Hay King here, so we might actually be able to change our research after this, which we'll have a look at. We can, I think we've seen this event before, but I'll read it anyway. So you've captured a murderer who has committed many heinous crimes. Your warriors say that there was never one more deserving of death, perhaps even the excruciating death of the Blood Eagle. However, by English tradition, a trial must be held, and the execution, whilst inevitable, must be carried out according to local law. Should you use your people's traditions or those of the people that you now rule? I think we'll go towards the English, and then we can change our kind of research focus, I think.
My abilities have been boosted.
Looks like someone has gained rank as well. So we've got King Uhtred, who leads the Sons of Woden. He's over in Ireland as well. I wonder if Quartermaster is another good one for him. He's already got a few points in Champion and Siege Engineer. So yeah, let's do that. Again, helps the income out. And Tostig, who is a governor. Almost got all the points in Scribe that we need to fill it up. Let's just max him out. Why not? Help income even more, I guess. One thing we've been neglecting actually is infrastructure and buildings and so on, but kind of don't think we need to at this point. It's not a massive concern anyway. Now that we're up here in the north anyway, let's have a look at the Thunderhammers over here. So it looks like they have garrisoned Lathan. Now, leaves me with a bit of an issue in that, do I... Okay, so the problem I've got is if I go onto the water, and then they decide to attack me on the water, they'll win. 100% they'll win, because my guys suffer from seasickness and naval battles are just not good, as we've seen before. I don't think I can get them onto land. The other thing is if I march them this way around, they could easily just come on the water and evade me, which, again, we don't want. So yeah, bit of a decision. They could also similarly just stay where they are. Right, I think I'm going to go by land because it's the safer option. We can hide in these trees as well. Well, I don't know if we have to put them in an ambushing stance in order to do that. I can't remember. Let's have a look. No, okay, so they might be hidden there. Either way, I anticipate these guys kind of sailing down this way to take some of these settlements again. If they do, we'll deal with it. But yeah, this is that little cat and mouse game that we played with Lachlan way back when. Doing the same thing with these guys now, which is a bit frustrating, but there we go. Okay, let's move down this way. Deal with the island next, so we'll come and take this settlement, I think. We'll use this army just to mop up some of these Irish settlements that are undefended, while these guys chase down the real culprit, which is this army here, who seem to be getting away from us, frustratingly. Yeah, they keep moving further and further south. I mean, we'll catch them eventually, I would imagine, if they take a settlement. Like if they take this settlement next turn, then they can't move any further than that, and we'll catch them next turn. Alternatively, they could just keep marching south, but then we'll just keep chasing them, I guess, and use this army to, as I said, mop up these settlements that they're leaving in their wake. Cool, that's fine. That's all them dealt with. We have, as well, the Fury of Tyr over here, who can jump into Difflin for now. Actually, let's start moving them north, because then we can cut these guys off. Yeah, we can cut those guys off then. That seems like the more sensible approach. And then if we move down here to the south, let's deal with the Dragon Slayers first of all. I think we're going to take this settlement next. So we're probably going to have to siege this for a few turns, I would have thought. Although actually, no, they've got quite low numbers. I think once we get the siege equipment in, we should be good to go with that one. We'll see. Okay, and Sussex did take another settlement from us over here. So naturally, we will go take that back. Might have to fight this one on the battlefield again, although they've only got 10 unreplenished units, so maybe not. No, definitely not. Okay, we'll also resolve this defensively as usual. Their king is there as well, who is now dead, by the looks of it. And we like dead enemy kings, don't we? Perfect. Take that settlement. Killed the king. And let's keep moving across. We have Swords of Wayland over here. Yeah, these guys can move south. Move along the south, rather. Take that settlement. Cool. Bit of a steamroll going on, I think, over here. Ragnall, gain some traits here. And so did Ingrim. All good. Still got damaged buildings over here. Okay, that's new, actually, for this turn, so we'll get that repaired. And we will actually look at public order this turn as well. Let's just check these guys. So they're actually going to suffer attrition. Ooh, okay, that's because they're in a bog there, aren't they? Okay, well, it's for one turn, and then I think after this turn we can probably fight this one. So yeah, we will lose a few men, maybe. Okay, we can accept those losses, I think, on this occasion. It's not the worst thing. Cool. All right, so those guys are sorted. And then we've got our army up here in the north, who can come take this settlement. Yep, and then they will also start replenishing again. And then we'll move our way south. Now, again, I don't think we'll be able to take this settlement. Actually, garrison's not particularly strong, so maybe we can. But we'll wait until they're fully replenished, and then we'll do that. Okay, attrition, we know about that. And low public order then in Brega over here. We do actually own all of these settlements, so I wonder what we can do. This actually gives us -1 to public order, but we get quite a lot of income from this actually. So we're getting 724 from this region at the moment, and I think how much 529 of that comes from this settlement, this buildings, sorry. And we're getting plus 25% income everywhere, or to all the income of this this particular region. So I think we should probably keep that building. Maybe get rid of one of the others in order to boost our public order. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know what the right thing to do there is. It's only at -1, so it's not the worst. But yeah, we've got lots of like buildings which give us income, which I don't really want to get rid of. Okay, I think it's acceptable at -1. That's only like a 1% chance of a rebellion each turn, so that's not the end of the world. I think we'll be fine. Let's just check if there's anyone else we haven't moved. And I think we've got time for probably one more turn in this particular episode, if we get moving with it. So yeah, let's end the turn. Alright, so we've got attrition for the Dragon Slayers, which we knew about. Those are the guys besieging that settlement while sitting in a bog. Wulfric has been left for dead. He's lost zeal and loyalty. That's not particularly good, but I think he should be alright loyalty-wise, yep. And nothing else major. Skills available for Inrid, who's a general up in the north, in the far north actually. So again, I think we'll give him a point in champion, just because it's quite low there. One thing I noticed as well, this army of the north actually marched down towards me. Didn't expect that, but I do wonder if these guys, maybe they're hidden in the trees there. Not actually too sure, which makes me think I should just kind of leave them where they are, and maybe we'll get an ambush battle. If we can ambush them, that's perfect, because that'll catch them at unawares. They have probably a pretty strong army here. Not that this one isn't strong, but yeah, it might be nice to catch them off guard, maybe. So what I might do actually is bring them into these trees here. Or do I just block the bridge, maybe? Yeah, let's block the bridge. We'll block the bridge. If you want to attack me, they're going to have to do it over that bridge, I think. And I'm not sure, actually, if we have, like, battle maps with bridges in them in this game. I can't recall ever seeing one, but we'll see what happens there. Either way, I think battle is probably inevitable with that army, but it's a good thing. If we can take them out, we can start taking these settlements back unhindered. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. So, let's move over to Ireland, then. Let's get the Blood Eagles moving over to take this settlement here. We can move on to that one next. And, yep, so this army of the Norse did take this settlement, which does mean that we can now move these guys in and take them out. Again, we'll just auto-resolve this, I think. And I think that's the last Norse army in Ireland, I believe. So we will occupy that. Get some replenishment for the boys. Yep, awesome. And then this army that we had marching up from the south. Yeah, I kind of need to decide what I'm doing here, because if we're going to attack... Well, I mean, we are eventually going to attack Ireland. When do we want to sort of start setting up for that, or start doing it? I mean, we're not in a particularly bad position at the moment. Thing is, if we go to war with these guys, we're probably going to war with the whole of this southern part of Ireland. I think they're all in alliances with each other, if I remember rightly. And it does mean that my Welsh border is kind of unprotected as well, so maybe we just set up for it now and kind of attack them all at once and surround them later on. So, with that said, maybe with this army we just leave them where they are then, for now. These guys are all done. I mean, they can move again, but... Yeah, actually, let's move them north so they can take this settlement next turn. These guys have moved, and then we've got down in the south to deal with. I think that should be all the armies. Where do we want to go? Okay, well, these guys obviously want to move over. We'll keep moving across the southern border and taking settlements. That's been their plan all along. I've kind of split them up now, but I'm not too worried about that. I think we've got these guys kind of under control. Let's take Guthfrid over there. Income's looking nice, which is good. could probably actually recruit some more armies, more units, sorry, for this army up here in the north. What we actually have is this... Oh, they're rebels, that's why. Okay, that's actually a good thing. If these guys get attacked by these rebels, and then we take it while they've got next to no garrison, that's probably a good thing. That being said, maybe we don't want these guys to start recruiting more troops. So maybe we should actually move out and attack them now. Yeah, let's do that. Because if this gets to be like a big full 20 stack, that's problematic for us. So let's take these guys out now, and then we can besiege this settlement here. Maybe next turn. Ideally, we want to be fully replenished before we attack these guys. How many units have they got? So they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 units. Is that 9? Yeah, I think we've definitely got a numerical advantage against them. We've also got a point. Let's put it in champion for the general here. Yeah, let's just besiege it. I think once we've got equipment, we should be fine. Cool. I think there's one last army to deal with. 2 actually. So we've got Magnus. Actually, no, Magnus was staying put, wasn't he? Yeah, he was staying where he is, so it's just Wilmir of the Dragon Slayers who was besieging this settlement. We did take some attrition, which definitely wouldn't have helped us, but I think balance of power is still far enough along that we can auto-resolve this one. Yeah, it looks like we won, which is good. And we should hopefully get a little bit of replenishment for that. Cool. Alright, these guys are going to have to sit here and heal for a little while, I would have thought. But once they've done that, then I think we'll march down to Bridport over here and then Wareham. Take these settlements and keep moving, I guess. So, yeah. Right then, let's have a check on these buildings that are damaged. Get that one repaired. I think this is the one we just besieged. Let's get all of these repaired up. I wonder if it's actually worth us getting rid of these buildings. I mean, they give us a really good public order, but, I mean, we really don't need that level of public order. That's ridiculous, really, isn't it? So, yeah, we'll take a look at that next turn, maybe. But, yeah, cool. Before I forget, and before I end this episode, in North Mercia, which is all the way up here, I think. We actually set it to do it, sorry. I thought we hadn't done that as of yet, but we have set that to build, which gives us a bit more public order there, so that's fine. And with all that, guys, I think I'm going to end the episode there. So, if you made it this far, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is really appreciated. If you've got any tips or feedback for me, leave those in the comments down below. And if you liked, or if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. So with that all said, guys, I will see you on the next one.